The outreach program oversees the mustard seed, Salem West, and all the different outreach programs of the church.
The beauty here was that there were a group of people with a spark plug in Greg Meyer who were willing to join together and join hands. And I think when you find that kind of a group, hang on and go for the ride.
It started out with young moms who needed diapers, who needed baby clothes, who needed that.
So they went out and got donations of cribs and high chairs and mattresses, whatever, diapers, whatever these young moms would need. And from there, it just blossomed.
And it just became a balloon. And pretty soon it was a bouquet of balloons. And pretty soon it was helium filling the area. And from one seed that was cast out.
After a year or two, we'd walk in the back door of the church and there'd be mattresses and beds and couches and tables and everything that was being saved for people that needed a helping hand.
The mustard seed came along a little bit later because we had this excess of things that we were getting from donations, and the cost of running the program needed some way to balance that out. And so that's when we launched off of the mustard seed as well.
When something would come into Salem West, we'd make the decision, does that go to a family or does that go to the store? Because if we went to the store, we could sell it and raise money to buy the things that we need to support the families.
So if somebody was coming out of a treatment program, or somebody was starting their life over after a fight, or somebody was transitioning out of jail, there was that piece there that would say, we can stabilize you. Being able to work with social services and work with the schools and work with the jails to be able to find that secure housing for them. And then, Salem West's job was to swoop in and make that house a home.
So we are serving anywhere between 60 and 100 different families in the community. Some of those are repeat families, but it's new people that are in need. It's people that are being connected with us because they have something going on. And really the scope of that ministry that's reaching families in the 5-county area is inspiring and a little jaw-dropping, that we're able to do these amazing things with just a few extra buildings and a whole lot of extra hands.
In 1998, after Hurricane Mitch devastated Honduras, we started sending mission teams down to Honduras to help the people survive after the storm.
I got involved when we first built classrooms for a school. We put together a medical clinic for a dentist, and later worked in a place for battered and abused women.
At that point, we were getting involved in 3 different missions. One was Kids Ark International. That is a living Bible camp. We also started building small homes with a ministry called Central American Ministries. In addition to that, we also worked with another ministry called House of Blessings. It's a husband and wife who feed up to 80 children a day.
The first year I went, I worked at the farm with the young mothers that would come in, and we would distribute diapers to them. My greatest memories are at Kids Ark, working with the children. As they were coming to camp, they were so full of enthusiasm, knowing that this day was going to be designed just for them.
We did go one year, and we actually provided shoes to every kid in there, shoes that grow with you. And those were like sandals that actually just grow with them, and we outfitted hundreds of kids with those sandals as well.
We'd take a team of 10 to 20 people down to Honduras. Those are people that were boots on the ground, but there were a lot of boots on the ground back home. We had ladies that made tens of thousands of diapers out of t-shirts, and we would take them down and distribute them to different orphanages that needed them. We had other ladies that made quilts for on the beds. The congregation supported us both financially, if they could, and with their prayers.
For a not real large congregation in a small community, we always said it was, doing big work. I think they've always done way above and beyond what one would expect, and they've done it with joy.
The community itself, we're called to go out and do something for others. So knowing that we're living into that mission, that we're going out with God's love and we're making this impact, really is the receiving of that gift right back to us, is that we're fully living into what God calls and invites us to do.
You're a person, and we wrap God's arm around you and say, come follow me. There's just a sensitivity and a love that the people have for one another and for the community.